up, everybody? Welcome back to Nifty Dimensions. I'm Leonardo, your host as usual, doing a different kind of video today. We're trying to have some fun, shake it up a little bit. A lot of the times the way I speak to friends and family, they consider it alien or totally foreign to them. They don't understand me. And I started to realize that people that are involved in NFTs and crypto, we do speak our own language. And I kind of realized it was time to break it down. So this one's just for fun. Hopefully, if you know all these terms, maybe send this to somebody that doesn't, so you can catch them up on the crypto lingo. So here we go. Number one, HODL. Hold on for dear life. Basically, this comes from a joke. At some point, somebody had tweeted to hold, and they spelled it wrong because they were drunk. That's the story behind it. That's just a quick version. But yeah, HODL, hold on for dear life, aka hold, just holding it. So yeah, basically like in longing and shorting in crypto, holding, is longing. So yeah, you're in the long game basically. So hold, HODL, that's number one. Number two is FUD. All right, FUD is a term that's thrown around so often it's not even funny. It's part of my everyday lingo now. It just means fear, uncertainty, and despair. Often in crypto, tokens and coins are treated like sports teams. You have your investors who get into it. You have other investors who get into something else. Sometimes these things butt heads. Good example was Kai and Saitama a few months back. So a lot of the times, one group might create FUD for the other, or maybe like lately the crypto market's been down so bad, a lot of FUD enters into people, your fear, uncertainty, despair, so maybe they'll sell off, they'll lose a bunch of money. I know a lot of people that sold out of fear, and that is FUD, my friends. So don't be a victim of FUD. Hang in there, or at least take your time, breathe, and make sure you're really going about this the right way. I've made a couple dumb crypto moves, especially when I was a noob. So hang in there, don't let the FUD get the best of you, and let's get to number three. All right, number three is FOMO. Everybody knows this one, but if you don't, I'm just gonna tell you it's just fear of missing out. People FOMO into projects all day. So yeah, FOMO, fear of missing out, often used. I FOMO'd into this project. I FOMO'd into that project. And trust me, I have FOMO'd into some projects. And it really means fear of missing out, meaning I jumped into it. I don't care what the gas was. I don't care what the price was. And a lot of times when you FOMO, you buy high, you're in some kind of weird FOMO casino mode and you can't even control it. And I know some of you know what I mean. And then you realize an hour or two later or the next day, like, I probably should have waited. That really came down. The floor got a lot lower. And I could have bought with cheaper gas, and I could have bought at a way cheaper price. I have many NFTs in the collection that I FOMO'd on, spent way too much money thinking it was that moment I had to get it right then, and it was just going to keep going up. And I got to say, in my experience, about 19 out of 20 times, or maybe 18 out of 20 times, it doesn't keep going up. So take a breather, kick back, never financial advice, but if you're FOMOing or you feel like, you're freaking out and you got to get it, take a breath and ask yourself if you're FOMOing into a project. It's just a recommendation here at Nifty Dimensions. All right, let's get into the next one, all right? Number 4 is a term called ape in or aping into a project, all right? Very close to FOMO, but it's a little different. So aping in just means it's a little more structured. Aping in, you know about gas, hopefully you did your homework, but you love the project so much that you bought a bunch of them. Aping in just means that. I went hard on it. I went crazy. I got a bunch of them. I aped in on a few projects, but either way, considering how many ape NFT collections there are in 2021/2022 now, I believe the terminology is being thrown around either way. So yes, aping into a project, I've done it. Some of you have done it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But yes, there's the term, everybody. So we will go to the next one. And here it is. WGMI. We're going to make it. So it's a positive message that crypto communities and NFT communities put out to each other to let the community know, like, hang on, hold on, don't let the FUD get to you, don't sell out of fear, all that stuff. We're going to make it. WGMI is just a term you'll see around a lot. All these terms, once you know them, you'll see them everywhere. So if you're new into NFTs and crypto and you didn't know what some of this stuff meant, hopefully this helps you out a little bit. All right, the next term is mint. Minting an NFT. All right, so there's a couple ways to do this. If you're on Foundation, you make an NFT, you're going to go right in, you mint it right there, you put it on Foundation, you pay the price right as you're doing it. Other sites like OpenSea does something called a lazy mint. Say you create the art, you put it in there, you lazy mint it, which means you don't even have to pay anything to put it up for sale. You sell it, put it at a certain price. The only time you have to pay a gas fee to sell something is if you're selling somebody else's collection, and there'll be an initial fee up front for gas to sell somebody else's collection. It's just something I've noticed. But yes, minting is just, it's literally putting that piece of art, that non-fungible token, on the blockchain, literally stamping it to your wallet and putting it on the blockchain. It's that simple. Because I want to go over the list thoroughly, there it is. So mint. All right, next one we got is WL or Whitelist. All right, Whitelist is pretty simple. If you don't know what that is, say there's an NFT collection and it's not available for everybody. Maybe it's coming out in a week. You go to their Twitter and it says, like, subscribe, and retweet this, tag some friends for a WL, aka Whitelist. The creators of the collections and their team have a way to filter out and get people who are seriously interested. So they'll make you, maybe they'll say you got to join the Discord and you got to interact a certain amount, and then you'll be upped, you'll get a higher ranking, and you'll get a whitelist. Sometimes you just ask for it and you get it. Sometimes they put you through the ringer. There's a collection called Cybergirl Metaverse that I really wanted, that dropped today. I didn't get whitelisted on it. So sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. You know, you just kind of roll with the punches. But there it is, Whitelist, aka WL. If anybody wants to know what that, if anybody was wondering what that meant, there you go. It means whitelist. Let's move on to the next one. All right, this one's pretty funny, everybody. It's a word that's been thrown around a lot, and it's called Hopium. Hopium is basically when you buy into a coin, a token, or a project, and you probably FOMO'd into it. So now you're having like this regret, like, oh man, did I waste my money? What happened? You know, and Hopium is kind of like, you'll talk yourself into believing that something's going to make it. Whether it really is or not, it doesn't matter. It's all in your head. So very often the term hopium will be thrown around in those scenarios. Basically like, that project is worthless. They're all on hopium. So there you go. It's not used that often compared to some of these other words. Hopium, definitely a funny one to use. Not everybody's using it, but you'll hear it more and more because, yeah, that happens a lot. Crypto projects, coins, tokens, the hopium is spreading in mass, and it really just means you're believing in something that maybe it's just because you want it to succeed, not really because it has the potential to succeed, all right? So that's the best way I can explain that one. So anyway, speaking of crazy terms, this one was birthed here in the Nifty Dimensions house. This one was birthed here at Nifty Dimensions headquarters, something that we kind of noticed while we were going crazy, aping into a bunch of different projects. You'll notice, you'll find yourself staring at the gas meter and just waiting for gas to go down. Sometimes it's been so high lately that you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. So if you catch yourself waiting for lower gas so you can go buy something on OpenSea or mint something on somebody's website, and you're hoping for cheaper and cheaper gas prices, and you're just sitting there waiting and watching it refresh and watching it refresh and watching it refresh, that, my friends, is chasing the Ethereum gas dragon. So there it is. All right. So have you done that before? I know I have. That's kind of a thing. Thought that was kind of funny. So one I wanted to share with everybody that we enjoy here. All right. So we got a few more for you. Here we go. The difference between Metaverse, Metasphere, and Verse. Okay, they all mean the same thing. Multiverse, Metasphere, Metaverse, Verse. There's a number of names you can use, but I promise you this, everybody. If you think that the only Metaverse that exists is called Meta by Facebook, you're wrong. all right? And I could tell you this because I have been friends with and are working with people that have been and are still working on their metaverse, which is already up and going, like Sandbox, like Decentraland, like Leapin, and more. All right, so all I'm trying to say is, regardless of what you want to call it, you can come up with whatever name. We like verse here, that's kind of cool. And like a multiverse might be a bigger system with many metaverses within it. Some might have portals to go from system to system, like Leapin. If you're a deed holder, you'll be able to portal from Leapin into Sandbox or Decentraland or wherever else you're going to be going. So yeah, that's something to think about. Just something I wanted to put out there in this video. I thought you would appreciate. All right, let's get to the next one. The floor, aka sweeping the floor. What is sweeping the floor? What is the floor? Say you're on OpenSea and you are looking at an NFT project that you're into, all right? You will notice right under the name and the information and when they joined, right under that will be the floor price. It'll show you how much they've made so far in the collection, how many were made, and how many holders there are. Okay, so the floor meaning the very bottom, the cheapest price you can get one for, regardless of properties and rarity. We're not talking about that here. Just the actual floor meaning the bottom price. So if you hear the term sweeping the floor just means somebody came in, got the cheapest ones, and just cleared out the cheapest ones, therefore bringing the floor up higher. And that's what every collector is hoping for. They want to see the floor come up. So when somebody comes in and sweeps the floor, that's exactly what's going on. Somebody might buy 3 or 4 NFTs just right at once, like take them all, just get rid of all the cheapest ones. A lot of times people are grateful that are holders of the collection because that's what you want to see. So there you go, sweeping the floor. Maybe not what you thought it meant, maybe you already knew, but yeah, that's a good one. And yeah, a lot of times the whales come up and sweep the floor. Here we go. The next one, reveal. Reveal is just when you minted an NFT. Say you're on a collections website and you mint directly on their website and not on OpenSea. This is a pre-sale, or if you're whitelisted and you can go to their website and there you have an unrevealed NFT. Maybe you have 2, maybe you have 3, doesn't matter. You got some of them. Now you're in your OpenSea and you see the picture and it's an unrevealed NFT. They will let you know when the reveal is. You'll find out. You hit refresh metadata on that NFT in OpenSea once the reveal's occurred. Usually takes a half hour to an hour. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's longer. But the reveal simply means you're revealing what your actual NFT is. Therefore, you'll know the properties, the rarity, and you'll see what you have there as opposed to just the same picture as everybody else, just waiting. All right, so pre-reveal picture as opposed to the reveal, which is your actual NFT. Hope this helps. All right. Got one more for you, and this goes out to all the NFT creators out there, especially on Twitter. You will see GM for good morning or GN for good night. Pretty much a standard now for creators on Twitter to pretty much stay in contact with their community. So you'll see GM friends that came from GM, literally good morning, and you'll just see it everywhere. I can't get on Twitter and not see GM or GN from the NFT community, and it's awesome. It's just a way to keep the community uplifted and stay together. You know what I mean? It's another version of We're Gonna Make It, but it's pretty much just a little friendly, like, hey, what's going on? Showing appreciation to the other creators as well as the collectors that are following them on Twitter. Yes, some of these are super basic. Some of these aren't. I just thought it would be cool to do something a little different. So hope you like this one, everybody. We got some more stuff coming up for you, too. I am covering some really interesting stuff. And then also a little heads up. What we're going to be doing is weekends are for video gaming. Well, Saturday's for video gaming. Sunday is going to be something we're doing called NFT Alpha Live Weekly. All right, so Sunday we will be having an hour to 2 hour show, depending on how long it takes. But instead of doing a video where I say these are the NFT projects that we're most bullish on, I'm just going to do a live show on Sunday. So that way you'll be able to get in there, leave comments, And yeah, we'll make it fun. All right, maybe we'll have some contests. But yeah, going to be doing that. Might even do it as soon as tomorrow because I'm filming this on the 15th, which is a Saturday. So I'll keep everybody posted on that. Let us know in the comments below if you want to see a live show. I'm not even sure if you guys want to see this or not. I'm just trying to get creative here and keep the show fun and keep the channel innovative. So there you go. There's the news. All right. I'm going to get out of here, everybody. I hope everybody's having an awesome weekend. See you all real soon. Much love. And of course, peace.